to do today is I'm going to try and introduce you to some of the basics of Catalan cuisine. I kind of, in my 20s, I spent a lot of time living and working in Barcelona, which is where I learned to cook in quite a traditional way. So the stuff that I'm going to do today and hopefully in the future is going to be the stuff that you'd eat in an apartment in Barcelona, or on the sea, or on someone's house or farm in near the Costa Brava, something like that. So I'm going to cook today for my mate Dan, and I'm going to be cooking pork steaks in pomegranate sauce. So it's a proper feast. It's like the basic of Catalan cuisine, or one of the basics anyway. And if you learn how to make this, you can pretty much adapt it to any dish, not just for Catalan cuisine, but also for soups and sauces that you're going to do for dishes from all around the world. It'll cause a lot of controversy because everyone thinks that they know the best way to do this. Everyone's mother obviously makes the best suffragette, or they make the best suffragette. So I'm already involved in an online spat. So let's start with the onion.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to try as much as possible to be as authentic as possible, or I'm going to try to be as authentic as possible, but at the same time I'm going to try and use pretty much ingredients that you could get in any corner shop in the UK. Except for the olive oil, it's really worth investing in a really good olive oil. I'm using one here which is from the Priorat region, which also makes really good wines. You get really good olives and olive oil from the same areas as you get good wine. There must be someone out there who can tell me why. I want to get the onions and the garlic quite finely cut, because hopefully I'll get it to dissolve. This recipe, there is a recipe for this which involves olive oil and lard, but I'm just going to use olive oil. Lard not being to everyone's taste, but it does work. So now my hands are a bit stinky. I'll be stinking of garlic for the next couple of days. So what we're going to do, get this casserole dish, which the other thing, these are brilliant. It's a very traditional method of cooking, which is over coal or wood. And this little contraption is brilliant because you can control the heat by taking it up and down. So I think they're about 50 quid, so it's well worth investing in it, because obviously what we're trying to do as well at the moment is just spend a lot more time in the open air. It's fairly crisp, but the more time we can spend out in the garden this winter, the better. So let's put some olive oil in. I think my stand might be a bit wonky because it's all going down into the bottom corner, but yeah, what we're going to do first is we're going to cook off pork steaks, which I've left a bit of fat on as personal preference. Let's have a look. Tell you what, Dan,
Yeah.
I might need a bit of help with the keeping this steady. Time for a drink. Unfortunately, French beer, but I've got some really good, nice, crisp white wine. It's going to form part of the sauce in a minute. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is, while I'm waiting for them to brown off, is I want to start to try and make pomegranate juice. Let's try and do it properly rather than buying it off the shelf. And I'm literally going to batter the living daylights out of them. How's that doing back there, Dan? Is it browning off? Think it needs another turn before I do that?
Yeah, we'll turn it on there.
Yeah, probably two. Ah, right. Now, I hope this is going to work. So, stand back. Oh, see what I mean? Tell you what, Dan, you're a big strong boy. Do you reckon you can squeeze that a bit as well? See what you can get out of there. Right. I think. Oh, for fuck's sake. Blend out of a pomegranate. Yeah. So when you try this, make sure that you have someone who's a bit fitter and younger than you. I think we've probably got enough there. Thank you very much, Dan. I'm glad you came.
That's good stuff.
Right, so we're going to put these to one side. Now we're going to do the suffragette. The colour here is really important. Some people like this really dark, I mean so dark that it's black. And it may surprise you that what I may do in a minute is add a bit of water. Let these onions sweat down. A better, more methodical chef than me would of course now be measuring 125 ml, but I'm actually I'm just at the stage after 2 glasses of wine now that I think the recipe for me is a slug of wine. Wow, look at that. And then a bit of pomegranate juice and some cream. Is that right? And what else have we got? I'm sure I've forgotten something. Oh yeah, better have the pork. Oh well, let's do the seasoning now. Look at the colour on that. It's like an abstract painting. It's a Jackson Pollock. Let's put some pomegranate seeds in, just to give it a bit of texture. I hope it tastes good. I used to play rugby over in Barcelona. Always used to have these amazing kind of post-match meals as opposed to... So what I'm doing now is I'm going to return the pork. It's like the sauce is nicely thick, it's reduced. Don't do this at home, like putting your hand in boiling. And I might add a few more. That's okay. Dan? Is he up there? Dan? Just going to get a spoon. Right, so just going to cut a bit of parsley just to add a bit of colour. I mean, I've heard a lot of people complain that Catalan cooking is really brown. It's brown cooking. It's because it's really earthy. But, you know, it's really tasty. It's a cuisine all of its own. I mean, the only thing about like Spanish cuisine doesn't exist. There's Castilian cooking, there's Galician cooking, Basque cooking, Andalusian cooking, and it's all kind of, or Valencian cooking even. There's almost like history on a plate. But I guess that's the same for all proper cuisines, whether it's Hungarian or Turkish, Ottoman, Middle Eastern. Right. Whoa, let's see if we can get this. Try not to get too... Right. So, let's put these on the plate. I mean, these steaks are super big in comparison with maybe what I would use if I was in Spain. We just have a try of this. Just give it a bit of try not to touch the casserole dish. We're in the middle of a backyard, in the middle of a British city, trying to recreate the taste of northeastern Spain. So let's see, let's give it a bit of parsley then. Dan,
Yeah.
do you want to have a go? Just cut a little bit for you.
Coming in. Parsley.
A bit of salt.
Wow.
All right?
What's not to like there?
Do you know what would really go really well with this is some beans or some mushrooms. So Thanks for letting me over.